Welcome to this body scan meditation. This practice is intended to help you be fully present to whatever you are feeling and to help you make a conscious shift from the mode of busyness and constant doing to a mode of simply being. This practice is a time for you to be by yourself and with yourself fully as you are in this moment. It is a time for looking inward and for just being with what is here without striving to change or improve it. Giving your attention to what is true for you and here for you right now, and opening to the sources of strength, wisdom, and healing already within you. It's best if you can arrange to practice in a place where you feel warm and secure and where you will not be distracted or disturbed. Dress in loose and comfortable clothing that does not restrict your waist or your breathing. You can choose to lie down on your back on a bed, couch, or on a mat or rug on the floor. If lying on your back is not possible or okay for you, it is also perfectly fine to practice the body scan while sitting in a chair or recliner or even standing up. The position of your body is not as important as the quality of awareness that you bring to this exploration of body sensations. It's generally preferable to remain in stillness, noticing the impulse to move without automatically shifting positions. However, for some people with certain pain issues, remaining in one position may not be appropriate. Trusting yourself to know what is right for you. And if it's important to shift position, doing so slowly and mindfully. Likewise, if sensations become very intense as you explore a region of your body, breathe to the area with compassion and caring, being with the sensations as best you can and accepting any emotions that may arise. If need be, allowing yourself to rest your attention on the breath for a bit, if that is the best way to take care of yourself, and then moving your focus back to body sensation. The body scan is intended to help you learn to be fully present and awake to your physical sensations, whatever sensations you are experiencing, just as they are. Some may be pleasant and some may be challenging or unpleasant. You might notice that in some areas of the body there is no sensation at all. Just stay with whatever you are feeling, moment to moment. You may be aware of preferences for some sensations, and the normal tendency to want some sensations to be different from the way they are right now. Remember, there is no right way to feel while you're doing this. The way you are feeling is simply the way you are feeling right now. So as we go along, doing your best to let go of expectations and just be with what is. To trust the practice and simply follow the instructions as they are presented. Noticing when the mind wanders into thoughts of the future, the past, planning, worrying, criticism, which are all very common, and then when you notice this has happened, not judging or blaming yourself or being harsh with yourself, just gently returning your awareness to the instructions, to the body, to a gentle and accepting observation of what is here in the body and the mind, giving yourself permission to feel whatever you are feeling and to know that it's okay. So settling yourself into your posture for this body scan, lying on your back if that's possible for you. And as you're ready, gently closing your eyes if that's okay for you. Letting your arms rest near the sides of your body, palms facing up. With your feet resting about hip distance apart, letting the feet fall away from each other. And noticing the areas of your body that are in contact with the mat, the floor, feeling the support. Perhaps your heels, the backs of your legs, your hips, back and shoulders, and the back of the head. Contact with the mat or the bed. Contact with whatever surface you're lying on. Allowing your body to just settle in and receive the support of the surface that you're lying on. And now bringing awareness to the fact that you're breathing, without trying to improve or modify the breath in any way, just feeling the breath in the body. The expansion and contraction of the ribs and lungs as you breathe. Following the breath as it moves down into the abdomen, into the belly. Feeling the sensations of the breath. Perhaps the belly rises on the inhale and settles on the exhale. Even if the rise and fall of the belly is very subtle, just noticing what is there without forcing the belly to move and without controlling or managing your breathing. Noticing any tendency to try hard to relax and any striving to be in a state of mind or body that is different from what you're experiencing may actually create more tension and less relaxation. Instead, just be gentle with yourself. Acknowledge and meet what is here, what is happening within yourself, and remaining present with it. On each inhale, feeling whatever energy comes into the body. On each exhale, becoming aware of the body's natural tendency to let go and settle. Feeling the energy of the inhale, and with each exhale, feeling any sensations as the body lets go of what is no longer needed. And as you're ready, moving your attention down the left leg and into the left foot, noticing any sensations in the toes of the left foot. Big toe, little toe, and toes in between. No need to move your toes, just noticing any sensations that you can feel. Temperature, contact with your socks. You may notice that no sensations are available to be felt, so simply resting with no sensation, with not feeling. As best you can, letting go of judgment or commentary. Just being with whatever you are finding in the toes. When you wake up to the minds having wandered away, just gently redirect your attention back to your breathing and back to body sensation. The breath remains available, a steady, rhythmic anchoring line, guiding you to return to the present moment, guiding you back to your left foot, to your toes. Now moving the attention to the bottom of your left foot. The arch. Just feeling what's here. Moving to the heel. Any sensations here? Perhaps pressure of the heel against the floor, or your socks against the skin. And focusing now on the top of the foot. Exploring this area with a gentle, matter-of-fact attitude. Whatever sensations are here. If you don't feel anything here, rest with the experience of no sensation. Now letting go the top of the foot and focusing on the ankle. The surface and sensations inside of it. Not thinking about the ankle, just being with the ankle and exploring sensations. Now moving the attention to the lower leg, the left lower leg, the shin, the calf muscle, allowing your attention to explore the left lower leg with friendly curiosity. Observing what is there, like a scientist who looks carefully and objectively. Pressure, temperature, touch of clothing, sensations deep in the tissue and the bones. Being with any and all sensations in the lower leg, not trying to find anything specific or special, just observing and feeling what is here. You may notice that your mind wanders from its focus. This is very common. Just gently escort your attention back to the body sensations when you notice this. You can choose to first come back to awareness of breathing and then to the lower leg. Or you can return your attention to the lower leg directly. Practice redirecting the wandering mind over and over, gently and with kindness to yourself. Over time, you may notice that this gets easier and easier. Feeling, sensing left lower leg, and now coming to the left knee. The front and the back of the knee. On the surface and deep into the joint. Opening to whatever you are finding. Now bringing your awareness up into the thigh, the front and the back of the thigh, up to the hip, on the outside of the thigh, up to the groin on the inside, aware of the contact of the thigh with the surface that you're on, the feeling of air or clothing. Observing sensations in this area as they arise, abide, and pass away. Feeling them as they change and as they persist. Noticing perhaps the mind's tendency to want your experience to be a certain way, and a desire perhaps to feel certain sensations and to avoid others. And doing your best to cultivate an open, spacious awareness that can accommodate whatever sensations arise within it, whether they are pleasant, challenging, or neutral. Allowing yourself to be totally present to this breath and this body. And as you take in this breath, expanding the field of attention to include the entire left leg and left foot. Feeling any and all sensations coming and going from the toes all the way up to the top of the left thigh. Sensations moving, changing, arising, subtle or strong. Feeling what is here. And releasing the left leg and foot as you shift your attention across your body and down the right leg and down to the toes of the right foot. Feeling any sensation in the right big toe, the little toe, the toes in between. Experiencing your physical body directly, just as it is. Sensing into the toes. As you're ready, moving awareness to the bottom of the right foot, the sole of the right foot, and also the heel. Feeling the bottom of the right foot, the arch, the ball of the foot, the heel. Doing your best to stay fully present to whatever is arising in these areas. And letting it go and moving to the top of the right foot. Allowing yourself to be fully present with the sensations here. Top of the right foot. Coming now to the right ankle. Feeling the sensations on the surface of the skin and inside the ankle. Looking carefully, with friendliness and with curiosity. Not needing to find anything in particular, just exploring what is here already. Now coming to the right lower leg. The muscles and bones of this region. Strong sensations, perhaps with some duration, and more subtle sensations. The calf, the shin, it may be that the thinking mind tells you that it already knows what is here. And with such thoughts and emotions such as impatience might arise. Noticing any arising of thoughts, images, and emotions. And aware of any body sensations that accompany the emotions or thoughts. As we become aware of thoughts as events that occur and pass away, we do not have to be run by them. And we do not have to believe their content. We can turn our attention to what is actually here in body sensation, pure sensation this moment. Feeling what is here to be felt in the lower right leg and then releasing it. And now bringing awareness into the right knee. Sensations in the right knee. The front and back of the right knee, the position of your knee. And now bringing awareness into the right thigh, the area just above the knee, and moving the focus up the thigh little by little. Aware of the right thigh in its entirety. Feeling perhaps its weight and pressure. Remaining relaxed but alert as you explore the thigh. Sensations on the surface, the skin, and sensations deep inside the muscles and near the bones of your thigh. Gently exploring whatever sensations are here. And now with this breath beginning to expand to include the entire right leg and foot. Feeling whatever arises here, whatever comes and goes. Observing with curiosity and friendliness. Just sensing into this region. Now releasing the right leg and foot as you begin to shift your focus to the pelvis. Beginning at the front of the pelvis, taking awareness from the left side and scanning slowly across to the right. Feeling into both hip joints. The area of the genitals. Whole front of the pelvis. Noting sensations. And aware of areas perhaps with no sensations. Bringing awareness to the back of the pelvis, to the buttocks, to the pressure of the back of your pelvis against the floor. Expanding your awareness to contain the whole pelvic area, the bones of the front and the back, the pelvic bowl, the organs that are housed and protected by the bones of the pelvis. Breathing and directing your attention into the hips region, the pelvis. Bringing awareness now to the region of the lower back. Muscles, tissues, the bones of this region. And these are areas where we sometimes experience soreness or pain, or sensations of varying intensity. And such experiences often can be a source of mental pain as well. Noticing now if these mental responses are present for you, and without judging yourself for feeling these things if they're here, doing your best to allow your awareness to turn intentionally toward the physical sensations of your lower back and to feel these sensations as best you can without pushing them away or resisting them. If the intensity of sensations is so extreme as to seem overwhelming, you can make the choice to bring your attention to breath sensations and then return to other body sensations when you're ready. So just directing awareness into the lower back if you can, and doing your best to remain present, to be with the breath and the lower back. And now coming into the region of the upper back and the middle back. Pressure of the back against the mat or floor. Back of the rib cage. Shoulder blades. Spine. Maybe sensing the breath in these regions as the expanding and contracting body presses against the floor or the mat or the bed. Observing sensation arising and passing away, persisting and changing in the middle back and the upper back. And as you're ready, releasing these areas and allowing awareness to flow over the shoulders and to move towards the chest. And aware of the muscles and bones of the upper chest, collarbones, the breasts, the rib cage and the muscles that cover it. Get aware of the mind's activity as you observe these areas. Doing your best to notice if you get caught up in thinking or remembering, and if this happens, as soon as you realize that's what's happening, just gently but firmly bring awareness back to observing sensation. Sensations of breathing, and any and all sensations in the upper chest area. Lungs expanding and contracting inside the rib cage. Feeling perhaps the heart beating between the lungs. The heart carrying fuel, oxygen-filled blood to all the cells of your body. Moving to the belly and feeling sensations in the belly just below the rib cage. Diaphragm moving up and down as you breathe. And any sensations of digestion. And now letting awareness expand into the whole front of the torso. From shoulders onto the lower abdomen. And allowing attention to expand to the whole back of the torso as well. The front and the back together. Breathing. And feeling the support of the surface that you're resting upon. From time to time, you may notice that the mind has drifted away into thoughts of the future or past, planning, remembering. Each time you notice that this has happened, you're waking up to the present moment, and you can gently redirect your attention as best you can without judgment or blame to your breath. Follow the breath back into the body, resting here, supported. And from the torso, Moving the attention now down the arms and into the hands. Coming to focus now on the fingertips of both hands, right and left. Tips of the thumbs and fingers. Sensations in these areas of the body. Palms. Backs of the hands. Wrists. The pulse in the wrists or the hands. Coming to the forearms, the lower arms, left and right. The elbows. The upper arms and the armpits. Expanding the focus now and becoming aware of the sensations in the entire arms and hands regions, from the armpits down to the arms and hands. Sensations arising, moving, changing, and persisting. Allowing the hands and arms to be soft and restful as they sink into contact with the floor, the mat, or the bed. Coming now to the shoulders. Aware of sensations. Looking carefully and gently into these areas, the surfaces of the shoulders, and deep into the muscles. Feeling any breath sensations in the shoulders. Perhaps a gentle movement with each in-breath and out-breath. Allowing the shoulders to settle. And now from the shoulders, moving the focus to the neck. A place that for many of us stores a great deal of tension. Noticing if expectations, preferences, or emotions are arising. Acknowledging any such mental responses, perhaps with compassion, as natural responses to challenge. Then doing your best to let them go as you turn an intentional accepting awareness to the physical sensations of the neck region. The back of the neck. The muscles that connect the neck to the upper back, the upper spine. The front of the neck. Aware of the throat inside. Any feeling of the breath moving through the neck region on its way to the lungs. Breathing and feeling into the neck. Being careful not to force the breath in any way or to try to make something happen. As you're ready, letting go of the neck and coming to focus on the face. the jaw joints, the hinges of the jaw, aware of the chin, aware of the lips and the mouth, the inside of the mouth, the teeth, gums, the insides of the cheeks, the roof of the mouth, feeling the tongue, any sensations at the base of the tongue, the back of the mouth, the throat, and coming up to the ears, the insides of the ears, reaching out to the rims of the ears and the ear lobes. Any sensations, or resting with no sensation if that is what you feel. The sides of the face, cheeks, the nose, nostrils, the eyes area, the eyeballs and the eyelids, the muscles and skin around the eyes, may be very active or perhaps quiet. Feeling the eyebrows, space between the eyebrows, the forehead, the temples, aware of the entirety of the face, and as you observe the sensations of the face, just letting it be. Letting it be as soft and relaxed as it might want to be right now. Normally the face is very busy, projecting emotions, communicating. And for now, just letting it be. Doing your best to remain present with the face. And now moving to the back of the head, its contact with the mat or the bed, and feeling any sensations of contact. The place where the back of the head meets the top of the neck. And focusing now on the sides of the head. And up to the top of the head. Any sensations here? And aware of the whole skull. And the brain inside. Perhaps feeling the weight of the brain. And from this place deep in the skull, coming up from underneath the face and feeling the face from the underside. And now holding the whole head and face in your awareness. Breathing, feeling the head and the face. And now as you're ready, beginning to expand the field of attention and feeling the breath moving through the nose and the head, and feeling the in-breath and out-breath in the head, the throat, the lungs, the belly, torso, expanding to include the whole body, arms and legs, whole body, breathing in and out, breathing and feeling sensations from head to foot, aware of feelings, energy, perhaps flowing back and forth over and through the whole body, like a wave washing over the shore and then back into the ocean. Back and forth, breathing and experiencing sensations, moving and perhaps changing. Feeling the entire body. Allowing the body to be as still as is right for you. The breath to be natural, quiet. Observing the body the way that we might observe the vast sky. Observing sensations as they arise. Some like lightning flashing unexpectedly here and there. Some like clouds that persist in our awareness, even as they move and change in quality and form. Observing with a friendliness and curiosity, sensations coming and going, just feeling them, sensing in. Taking a few moments of silence to just be with the body in this way. Experiencing the body, fully awake, fully present, open to whatever is arising, whatever is passing, whole and complete just as you are. And as this time of practice comes to a close, becoming aware once again of the breath, rise and fall of the body breathing, and remembering that this breath is always with you, always available. And by tuning into its rhythm, you can create for yourself a space of calmness and clarity at any time, in any moment. Listening to your body and beginning to make any gentle movements or stretches that your body might be asking for. And as you begin to bring gentle movement to your body, doing your best to allow some part of the stillness you've experienced to remain with you as you resume the activities of your life and as you touch the lives of others.